الله ربنا هو الإله، له من الأسماء ما اصطفاه، الواحد الحي كذا المليك، والملك المالك لا شريك. الله ربنا هو الإله.
A lot of questions are there. Should we start from the question answer or what? Yeah. So should we go for the question?
After lunch.
After lunch, we will
After lunch?
after lunch.
Yeah, if you have after lunch, then everyone will be brisk.
Sorry?
Everyone will be brisk after lunch.
After lunch?
Everyone will be brisk.
Not brisk and active.
Yeah, if you ask questions.
Questions are better.
Question answer.
We've got 15 lessons, Chef.
So what should we do?
Lesson.
Question? We'll keep the question answer inshallah. Then after the lunch, sorry, after the Dhuhr. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Rabbi yassir wa la tu'assir wa min bil khair. See here, these books generally start by all the scholars from the time he wrote the book. And I think that I am the first one who is finishing very short time than comparing to all the scholars. They wrote the books, the volumes, explain everything. You know, huge 800, 1000 books of the explanation, 2 months, 3 months of the explanation. So we are having. So really I am not satisfied. In Medina University we are not this book. But I think that what's the standard we have, that is it's okay, that way we are going is acceptable inshallah. But what I mean that we can once again that revise that twice we can go back to this book, no problem. So it is the matter of first thing that I advise my students, all the brothers and sisters. Can you memorize the verses and the hadith which is there? Very simple. Memorize it. So it become a source for you instead of translations. Translation is nothing. Yeah, one book. In each chapter, 2 hadiths, 2 ayat, 2 verses. Sometimes more, sometimes less. But it is the basics of our deen, iman. It does not change till the day of judgment. Isn't it? Memorize it. Okay. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Wa biyassir wa la tu'assir wa min bil khair. Where are we? Okay. An explanation of Tawheed and the testimony La ilaha illallah. He is, logically he is going. That no, he is explaining. أولئك الذين يدعون يبتغون إلى ربهم الوسيلة أيهم أقرب ويرجون رحمته ويخافون عذابه إن عذاب ربك كان محذورا. Allah is mentioning about non-believers, the kuffar. They worship some righteous people. Even they are the idols, but the idols is basically for idols of righteous people. Someone was there, sometimes myths. In the Allah's mount, only they created fake, nothing is there, reality is not there, only mythology. So those people like Jesus, like angels, like worshipping the righteous people, prophets, whatever it is, Allah said about them. What He said? Those whom they call upon, that is, you are calling Jesus, you are calling Muhammad, you are calling Abdul Qadir, you are calling Hassan, Hussein, whatever it is, they themselves, what they want? Desire for themselves means of access to their Lord. They themselves want to become closer to Allah because they know Allah, because they know the Tawheed. You are worshipping them, but they are not allowing you to worship them. They did not ask you to worship them. They themselves is fearing Allah. They themselves is getting closer to Allah. That is what Allah is. أولئك الذين يدعون يبتغون إلى ربهم الوسيلة. As to which of them should be nearest, and they says Israel, angels, hope for His mercy and fear His torment. Verily the torment of your Lord is something to be. إن عذاب ربك كان محذورا. عذاب ربك, Allah's punishment, brother. Human beings are so weak that cannot bear any problem, any disturbance. Let the matter of torment, azab. Huh? He Ghafur Rahim, but he did not assure you that he will forgive you. He did not assure you. But he has the Ghafur, but not for everyone. He punished the people. For the mushrikeen, for the unbelievers, for anyone, he can punish. Even his punishment is due to his Ghafur Rahim. Otherwise, if he is not Ghafur and Rahim, then you don't know justice. Part of the Ghafur and Rahim. Why it should be only one side? The other side should be also considered. Because if we create the Muslims and the non-Muslims, the believers and the non-believers in the same way, so he is not Ghafur Rahim, not just within. Isn't it? أَفَنَجْعَلُ الْمُسْلِمِينَ كَالْمُجْرِمِينَ مَا لَكُمْ كَيْفَ تَحْكُمُونَ. How he can make them believers and non-believers, both are same. Isn't it? So it is not part of the Ghafur Rahim. He should be, punishing and he should be forgiving. He punish 50% and mercy is 50%. Even his 90% mercy has the 10% punishment is more than enough, not possible to bear. Not. You know that you are in the health 50 years, 40 years old, but when you have the pain, your tooth pain, headache, that and this, 1 minute, 2 minutes you can't tackle it. So that time you will say, oh, Allah does not have the mercy. You forgot it, 40 years of the blessings. That is a human being. So all these things should be properly understood with the balance. Not one word should be taken. Right? I was telling about Mutashabihat. So these people are getting closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And you see Surah Al-Ma'idah, read the Surah Al-Ma'idah, there is a discussion between Isa alayhi salam and Allah. Allah will ask Isa, أَأَنْتَ قُلْتَ لِلنَّاسِ اتَّخِذُونِي وَأُمِّي إِلَٰهِينَ مِن دُونِ اللَّهِ. Did you say to make worshippers? مَا كَانَ يَنبَغِي أَنْ أَقُولَ. It does not suit to me to say that. إِن كُنْتُ قُلْتُ فَقَدْ عَلِمْتَ. If I have said it, you will come to know. تَعْلَمُ مَا فِي نَفْسِي. And you know that it was not in my heart also. I did not imagine. Ask the people. Similarly, the angels, the messengers, they ask the nation, Kunu Rabbaniyin, to be Rabbani. Rabbani means worshippers of your Lord. بما كنتم تعلمون بما كنتم تدرسون ولا يأمركم أن تتخذوا الملائكة والنبيين أربابا. They did not ask to make the Anbiya, make the angels Arbaban other than Allah. So it is there in the Quran. The next verse, وَإِذْ قَالَ إِبْرَاهِيمُ لِأَبِيهِ وَقَوْمِهِ إِنَّنِي بَرَاءٌ مِّمَّا تَعْبُدُونَ. And remember when Abraham said to his father and his people, verily I am innocent of what you worship. The word innocent is I am not able to understand. Bara'un means no relation, no ties, no,
freedom from any connection.
yeah, freedom for any connection. That is the bari. Bara'un mimma ta'budun. Innani bara'un mimma ta'budun. Whatever you are worshipping, I am bari from them. I don't have any relation. I don't have any contact, connection, no ties. I am free from that. And they were worshipping Allah and worshipping the other than Allah. Isn't it? That is why he said, whatever you worship. So they were worshipping Allah also. So he said, إِلَّا الَّذِي فَتَرَنِي. Isn't it? Whatever you are worshipping, I don't have any relation, I am free from that. But who created me? That means these people were worshipping Allah and others. Isn't it? Other than Allah. So he said, I am bari except Allah. Fatadani created me. فَإِنَّهُ سَيَهْدِينَ and he will guide me. وَجَعَلَهَا كَلِمَةً بَاقِيَةً فِي عَقِبِهِ لَعَلَّهُمْ يَرْجِعُونَ. And he made a word lasting among his offspring. And he made that kalima lasting in his generation. What is that kalima? Okay. اتخذوا أحبارهم ورهبانهم أربابا من دون الله. The Jews and the Christians took their rabbis and their monks to be their Lord besides Allah. ومن الناس من يتخذ من دون الله أندادا يحبونهم كحب الله والذين آمنوا أشد حبا لله. And of mankind are some who take others besides Allah as rivals. They love them as they love Allah. But those who love Allah more, believers, they love Allah more than anything else. But these people, they may love Allah, but they love besides Allah. Suppose Abdul Qadir Jilani. When the matter of Allah comes, yes, Allah loves, Allah gives. Abdul Qadir loves. Real, very strong. Isn't it? Ashad. If you ask them, take one of the judge in Madras Chennai, he narrated me a story. There was a false witness who was giving Hindu. So they take the pledge or oath that you are telling them, yes, on the Gita and that everything on the Quran. Then he came to know that it is lying. So he called in the room. See here. You take the oath and the pledge by your, according to the law, you have to take the Gita and that and this. But he said, come on in the room, take by your wife, by your children that you are telling Sai. He said no. Hindu. Why? Because if he say lies or take the false oath, mentioning the mother, wife and the children, they may die. They may have the fear. So he said, no, I want to do that. Then why you are doing this? You are, because of your witnessing, going to be punished, jail, maybe, what it is called, crucifixion, hanging, something. So that is what he narrated. What happened, I don't know, but this is, can you imagine the people? So they are fearing more to whom? They are fearing more creatures. Hamid al-Fiqi, one of the great scholars of Egypt, Kitab al-Tawheed, he was explaining the Kitab al-Tawheed, this book itself. So he wrote in the footnotes, incidents of Egypt. He said that Badawi is there, like India, Ajmer Sharif and Nagore Sharif, that is the Badawi, Sayyid Badawi. So he narrated, if you ask the people say that when you take swear by Allah, you swear by Allah by the false oath, nothing happened, a person in the incident. But at the same time, he took the false oath by the name of Badawi. So what happened? This person has stolen the fishes and ate it. And then he said, no, I did not steal it. So when he swore falsely by the name of Allah, nothing happened. When he took the name of Badawi, fresh fishes, live fishes, they jump out from his mouth. Such kind of incident you may have heard in India, isn't it, brothers? See, there are people, they can narrate. New generation, you are not aware of those things. What you say, 80-90% of India is there. Ask them. I can narrate the stories. But what I narrated is authenticated by a great scholar of Egypt, narrated in the book. Should I mention such stories? Many very interesting stories. One day for the stories. But these stories give you explanation. When you know the Jahiliyyah, you know the importance and value of the Tawheed. So who is fearing more? They are fearing more from whom? Not from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that is the love also. Okay? Masjid can be demolished, nothing happened. Dargah, demolish it, how many people will die? Let us see. Isn't it? Yeah. So, importance is for what? Then the hadith, and in Sahih Muslim it is reported that the Prophet ﷺ said, Man qala la ilaha illallah wa kafara bima yu'badu min dunillah haruma malu wa damu wa hisabuhu ala Allah. So what does it mean? A person when he says la ilaha illallah and avoid the shirk, major shirk, that time he becomes Muslim. When he becomes Muslim, his honor, his wealth, everything is sacred for all the believers, for the Muslims. Nothing make his blood or his wealth is halal. Except Allah will take his hisab on the day of judgment, whatever he believes in the heart, whatever he has. But in the dunya, he is sacred. He has all the rights of a believer. Cannot be killed except for 3 reasons, which is mentioned in the hadith. Prostration after getting married, leaving Islam, and iddatun ba'da Islam, ihsan, zinan ba'da ihsan, iddatun ba'da Islam, wa qatlu nafsin ma'asum, qatlu nafsin mu'mina, and killing an innocent person. These are the 3 things. Okay. Important issues of the chapter. This chapter contains the great and most important of issues, namely the explanation of Tawheed and the testimony of faith and the clarification of its so clear matters. This is in the book? Original book? Or explanation? Of them is the words in Surah Al-Isra. Rejection to the polytheists who supply to the righteous ones, as well as making clear not to do in major shirk. Surah Al-Isra also he referred before some chapters back. Do you remember? Huh? No, not this verse. Some verse back, before some chapters. أيوة. وقضى ربك ألا تعبدوا إلا إياه. How many rulings Allah mentioned this? Yeah, I'm reading it. I will read the more words. See here, very important words. وقضى ربك ألا تعبدوا إلا إياه ألا تعبدوا إلا إياه وبالوالدين إحسانا والدين. Then you have to be really good regarding to the parents. Don't say oof to them.
Ayat number, sir?
After 22 it is start. Okay, before that 22 لا تجعل مع الله إلها آخر. Don't make any God beside Allah. فتقود مذوما مخذولا. Okay, then after parents 2 verses what is al-qudwa? Give to the relatives. أيوة. حقه his right. والمسكين poor. وابن السبيل. أيوة wafer. ولا تبذر تبذيرا. Don't waste your money. إن المبذرين كانوا إخوان الشياطين وكان الشيطان لربه كفورا وإما تعذن عن ابتغاء ولا تجعل يدك مغلولة. Don't be miser. Okay. إن ربك يبسط الرزق ولا تقتلوا أولادكم. Then there what says Allah is giving important verse. ولا تقتلوا أولادكم. Don't kill your children. خشية إملاق, fearing the poverty. then it goes on. Then وَلَا تَقْرَبُوا الزِّنَا. Don't go to near Qarib of zina. Not zina. Qarib of the zina. Near the zina. وَلَا تَقْتُلُوا النَّفْسَ الَّتِي حَرَمَ اللَّهُ إِلَّا بِالْحَقِّ. Don't kill anyone. وَلَا تَقْرَبُوا مَالَ الْيَتِيمِ. Don't go near offense. Property. Powerful kail. Weighing, one weighing, fulfilling. Just وَزِنُوا بِالْقِسْطَاسِ وَلَا تَقْفُ مَا لَيْسَ لَكَ بِعِلْمٍ. Don't say anything that you don't know. Because you are heard in the sam'a, your hearing, wal-basara, your sight, wal-fu'ada, your heart, all are being questioned on the day of judgment. وَلَا تَمْشِ فِي الْأَرْضِ مَرَحًا. Don't walk on the earth with the pride. كُلُّ ذَلِكَ كَانَ سَيِّئًا عِندَ رَبِّكَ مَكْرُوهًا. Disobedience of Allah is makruh. So all these things Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala start from where? All these 340. ذَلِكَ مِمَّا أَوْحَى إِلَيْكَ رَبُّكَ مِنَ الْحِكْمَةِ. This is the hikmah, that is the wisdom, that is the philosophy, that is the wise thing, golden words. What Allah said. وَلَا تَجْعَلْ مَعَ اللَّهِ إِلَهًا آخَرَ. Then once again, don't commit shirk. وَلَا تَجْعَلْ. Don't make any partners with Allah. فَتُلْقَى فِي جَهَنَّمَ مَلُومًا مَدْحُورًا. Then you will be thrown in the hellfire. Anyway, why I did this thing? Because he mentioned here, of them is the words of Surah Al-Isra. It is clearly the rejection to the polytheists who supplicate the righteous ones, as well as making clear that who do so in major shirk. Also the words in Surah Al-Bara, it clearly shows that the people of the book took their priests and their rabbis as Lord besides Allah. Isn't it? اتخذوا أحبارهم ورهبانهم أربابا من دون الله. Second verse. It is also clear that they were not ordered except to worship in single deity. The explanation of the words, which has no ambiguity in their obedience to the scholar and other slaves of Allah in sinful things and not falling or supplicating them. So what he is telling here is basically it is the hadith. Mutim ibn Adi Ibn Hatim At-Tai, he converted to the Christianity. So when he embraced Islam, he asked the Prophet, or before embracing Islam, he asked the Prophet. The Quran says that the Jews and the Christians, they make the Rabb lords to their rabbis and monks. They did not do that. They asked the Prophet. So the Prophet ﷺ said, okay, they made halal something, you made halal. They made haram something, you made haram. Isn't it? They said yes. So tilka rububiyatum. That is making them as lords. Did you get it? So obeying in the false things. Whatever you see here, Brahma Kumaris. Do you know the Brahma Kumaris? Brahma Kumari. Yeah, Brahma Kumari movement, organization in India. Millions are the followers of there. You don't know? You are telling something.
They don't get married.
Huh?
They don't get married.
If they don't get married. Because the organization said them don't get married, they don't get married. So in the Brahma Kumari, the men's also there. They don't get married. So I met one brother in this Islam. So he said that his revered brothers, some of them, their parents become Brahma Kumari. I said they are married. So they were married when they joined. From that time, they are living like a brother and sister, not husband and wife. Brahma Kumaris. I am giving an example. Otherwise, all the murshids, all the monks, whoever the people follow them, whatever they say, they follow them. Right and wrong, they don't think about it. Except through Islam. We ask, why you are telling? It is in the Prophet said, in the Quran and the Sunnah. We follow Allah and the Prophet only. So obedience is to Allah and the Prophet. Respect, taking knowledge, acceptance, guidance is from the knowledgeable people. Yes, that is what Allah said to us. So then go to Allah. You take the knowledge from Prophet, follow the Prophet, worship Allah. Isn't it? So Prophet did not make anything halal, haram, and that did not make any haram, haram. So did you get this verse? But also the words of Surah Al-Bala. That is what I explained right now. That is the Surah Al-Bala, Surah Al-Tawbah. Making the rabbis and the monks as their lords. Okay. Additionally, is the statement of Ibrahim to the disbelievers wherein he accepted his Lord from others deities. Innani bara'un ma ta'budun illa alladhi fatarani. Except. Allah mentioned that his disassociation and being free from shirk explained the testimony La ilaha illallah, for he said وَجَعَلَهَا كَلِمَةً بَاقِيَةً. So I am free from what you worship except from Allah. So this is the word that is La ilaha illallah, isn't it? Meaning of La ilaha illallah. So he made it among his progeny as lasting word. There is the words of Surah Al-Baqarah regarding the disbelievers where Allah said وَمَا هُمْ بِخَارِجِينَ مِنَ النَّارِ. What is the word?
67.
Huh?
167.
وَمَا هُمْ بِخَارِجِينَ مِنَ النَّارِ. Isn't it? Okay. See here, what happened, the day of judgment, Allah is mentioning all the situation. وَمِنَ النَّاسِ مَنْ يَتَّخِذُ مِنْ دُونِ اللَّهِ أَنْدَادًا يُحِبُّونَهُمْ كَحُبِّ اللَّهِ وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا أَشَدُّ حُبًّا لِلَّهِ وَلَوْ يَرَى الَّذِينَ ظَلَمُوا إِذْ يَرَوْنَ الْعَذَابَ أَنَّ الْقُوَّةَ لِلَّهِ جَمِيعًا وَأَنَّ اللَّهَ شَدِيدُ الْعَذَابِ. On the day of judgment, there is a punishment, there is a judgment, hellfire. That time, وَلَوْ يَرَى الَّذِينَ اتَّبَعُوا مِنَ وَلَوْ يَرَى الَّذِينَ ظَلَمُوا إِذْ يَرَوْنَ الْعَذَابَ. Those people who are in the shirk, in the kufr and disobedience, when they say that there is no power except Allah, Allah is finished. أَنَّ الْقُوَّةَ لِلَّهِ جَمِيعًا. And there is a severe punishment from Allah. That time, the leaders will say, we don't have any relation from our followers. إِذْ تَبَضَأَ الَّذِينَ اتَّبِعُوا مِنَ الَّذِينَ اتَّبَعُوا. These followers, they say, you people used to misguide us and you used to come. They say, no, we did not force you. We don't have any relation. They say, إِذْ تَبَضَأَ الَّذِينَ اتَّبِعُوا. The imams, the leaders, that is Jesus and angels or the idols or the Moses or the monks or Sai Baba, all these people, they say, we don't have any relation with these people. تُبِعُوا مِنَ الَّذِينَ. Okay? وَرَأَوْا الْعَذَابِ. They had seen the azab. وَتَقَطَّعَتْ بِهُمُ الْأَسْبَابِ. All the relations cut off. No relation. Husband, wife, children, father, mother, imam. That's not mushrik. A lot of Muslims, they say, Muhammad ka daman pakad ke chale jaye. You will take hold the, daman. What is the daman? That means close of the Prophet, Abdul Qadir Jilani, that and this, and khalas, will go with him in the Jannah. Something like that. They are believing, they are claiming, they are writing in their books. So that time it happens, أَنَّ اللَّهَ شَدِيدُ الْعَذَابِ, and they can't do that. تَقَطَّعَتْ بِهِمُ الْأَسْبَابِ. No relations. وَقَالَ الَّذِينَ اتَّبَعُوا. That time, the followers will say, so these leaders, لَوْ أَنَّ لَنَا كَرَّةً. Little bit, if you get the chance, فَنَتَبَرَّأَ مِنْهُمْ كَمَا تَبَرَّأُوا مِنَّا. We will disown them as they are disowning us today. The whole life they were telling, no, come on with us, we will support, help, expenditure, everything. Right now, please give a chance, then we will show them. Remain. نَتَبَرَّأَ مِنْهُمْ كَمَا تَبَرَّأُوا مِنَّا كَذَلِكَ يُرِيهِمُ اللَّهُ أَعْمَالَهُمْ حَسَرَاتٍ عَلَيْهِمْ. Their deeds become regret for them. Source of regret. All the actions is in front of them, but nothing is beneficial. But source of regret. حسرات عليهم وما هم بخارجين من النار. Can't possible. Many verses Allah said, they try, they ask, they request, for some time give me that chance. That is what he is telling. There is the verse of Surah Al-Baqarah regarding the disbelievers where Allah said, come on, they will not get out of faith. It is mentioned that they love those whom they associate with Allah as they love Allah. And this points to the fact that they do indeed love Allah tremendously. But this nevertheless did not bring them into the fold of Islam. What is Allah is telling? They did not hate Allah. They did not love Allah less than the other deities. What's the problem? They love Allah too much, but the same thing they gave that love to, they share the love other than Allah. That is why Allah said, no, we don't want. Let them do the hellfire. Ana aghna shuraka'i an shirk. There is a hadith. See here, everyone except some partners. Isn't it? Someone, everyone, some accept it. Ana aghna shuraka, but I don't accept it. I don't know. Aghna means not having any need or dependence or requirement. I don't have any requirement, necessity, dependence. While the people are making the partner. فَمَنْ أَشْرَكَ مَعِي غَيْرِي تَرَكْتُهُ عَمَلًا. Whoever commit the shirk, I will leave him and his amal also. Whatever it is amal. Maybe all the amal is good, something is the shirk, so I will leave all the amal. And leave the person. So say yes. So no shirk. To be for the deeds to be accepted. Okay. How about the one who loves what he is telling, Muhammad bin Abdul Wahab rahimahullah? It's a very good, deep understanding. Those who are loving other people like they are loving Allah, so this is their punishment. They are not going to get out of the hellfire. How about those people who love the other people more than Allah? That is the point. And that is what is happening. That love may be for the idols, and right now in this world, right now due to the secularism, due to the materialism, right now the love of the wealth, the money, the dunya is more than anything else. So, love of the girls sometimes, or love of the boys. I cannot live without this boy sheikh. The parents bring the girl, bring this, person. So, I can't live. Because his heart is empty. He loved only one thing in the life. جاءني هواها قبل أن أعرف الهوى فصادف قلبي قاليا فتمكنا. Her love came to me when I didn't know what is the love. So when my heart was empty, so it in turn and it captured to the whole heart. So it is nothing in my heart except the love. That is what the poet is telling. جاءني هواها قبل أن أعرف الهوى فصادف قلبي قاليا فتمكنا. So that is what happened in these boys. No parents love, no Quran love, no respect. They are living with that, computer game, film, that and this. So when this, suddenly girls, boys came in that line, so they think that it is. So they can sacrifice their father, they sacrifice their education, they can sacrifice everything. Basically it is worship. Because they are doing haram for something, for someone. And that girl wants to leave the parents, leaving. Or that boy says, flee from the house, she is fleeing. Do you see how the obedience comes? So love brings the obedience. Isn't it? Yeah, disobedience is shirk. Except if it is لا طاعة لمخلوق في معصية الخالق. Even if the husband and wife, even the father and the children, they order something wrong, should not follow. If you are following means that love is taking over the presidency, over the deen, over Allah, over the rights of Allah. So that is the shirk. Hopefully you are understanding. Huh? You are aged person, you can understand. Let the younger teenagers, are they understanding or not? So the love becomes so important, becomes so precious, and take over, that you are sacrificing all things on for this love. So that means the love is like now, it is there, religious level it reaches. It is not a natural love. Natural love means you are physical something, you love and you live. You love and you live. But here is, you can't live. Huh? Yeah, can't live. So people similarly right now, they love the position, that is by insurance, haram, interest. Why? They want money, wealth, fear. So this is touch the heart and iman. When you are with Allah, you love Allah, so don't disobey Allah. فَإِنَّ الْمُحِبَّ لِمَنْ يُحِبُّ مُطِيعُ. The poet says that the lover always follow the orders of the one to whom he loves. Isn't it? فَإِنَّ الْمُحِبَّ لِمَنْ يُحِبُّ مُطِيعُ. He follows. So did you get, brothers and sisters, which love we are talking? It is not a father love to a child, mother's love to his son, to family, or the husband's love for the wife, or wife's love. It is normal love. But their love, they stop when the matter of shirk, the matter of disobedience of Allah, it comes, you stop. Isn't it? But here, you sacrifice your deen, your Allah's ruling for your love. So it means this, Allah's love is lesser than the what? Some other. So that is the shirk. Okay. Whoever say La ilaha illallah and rejects all other things that are worshipped beside Allah, his wealth and his blood are invaluable and his account rests with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So he gets the rights of a believer. This is of the weightiest statement clarifying the meaning of La ilaha illallah. It shows that a mere pronouncement does not protect the pronouncer's blood. So La ilaha illallah is not only I said La ilaha illallah, no. What? Man kafara bima yu'badu min dunillah. He disannounced and disown, disbelief, rejecting. And practices also. Practice also, it should be included in it, because La ilaha illallah and love is the action. Love of Allah is the action, not its knowledge. You know, then you start love. That is the action of the heart. Your action of the hand, your action of the heart. So loving is the actions of the heart. So actions are also part of the practice, part of the tawheed. When you have a good tawheed, then you automatically start practicing. Loving, trusting, fearing heart. Then those things showing in your limbs. That is a practice. So that is what he is deducing there. It shows that a mere pronouncement does not protect the pronouncer's blood and wealth. It is sufficient to simply understand its evident meaning and words, to acknowledge it, or even for the pronouncer to call on one another than Allah, who is alone and without parent. Rather, the pronouncer's wealth and blood do not become invaluable until, in addition to all of the above, the totally rejects all else that is falsely worshipped beside Allah. So he should avoid the shirk. For if one has doubt or hesitation in his nature, his wealth nor blood is saved. So hesitation is not iman. So that is why still is not considered among the folk of the Muslims, among the community of the Muslims. What could elucidate that point is more clear manner? What more conclusive argument is based to cut off any dispute of the point, for the point? Okay. So brothers, hopefully you understood that what does he mean. Right now I explained the love, natural love and the righteous love, or that is the religious love. Okay. So that is true with the khawf, fear. That is true with the tawakkul, with the asking. So all these actions which come from the heart are categorized into two categories, natural and spiritual. natural fear and spiritual fear. Asking to you something that you have the power on it. You own it. You can give me that. That is natural. Give me life. Give me job. It is spiritual. So that spiritual comes under the shirk and tawheed. Natural is normal. Okay? How? Snake is there, I fear. But I don't believe snake is in the hole there in the forest, I fear here. Isn't it? It is spiritual, if I fear. Abdul Qadir Jilani, Hassan, Hussain, Ram, Lakshman, they died. I call them. I fear that they may become angry. So it is spiritual. From fallen fear, there. But here is a Hunda. He says me do it, otherwise I will beat you. So I fear a little bit from the Hunda. So it is the nature. Isn't it? So the medicine that we use is natural or spiritual? Sometimes we are attached to the medicine more than Allah. Always. What happened? Go to the doctor. No, this medicine. That doctor is good. So, occupying doctor and medicine in the mind is more than Allah and dependence in Allah. So that is not allowed. That is against Tawheedul Kamal. Huh? If you say the doctor gives the cure, then it is God become, doctor become God. Tawhut. Did you get, sisters and brothers? So you are knowing that paracetamol, you have proved that paracetamol has certain benefits, certain powers. You have proved it, that is natural. So you are using black, threads, beads, brass, colors. Protect me from Satan, protect me from the evil eye, protect me, give me blessings. That, so it is natural or the spiritual? So that is why it is. Is it clear? Be careful. If you know this principle, so people when they discuss with you, they will not confuse you. So what they do, when the matter comes, they use the natural evidences to prove the spiritual or religious matters. Isn't it? That is not allowed. Okay, brothers? Anything else? Time is left, brother? Some time?
7 minutes are there.
7 minutes?
To 1.
So, okay, 10 minutes we have. It is compulsory for the women to take care of her husband's parents in a joint family. Not compulsory, but to be happy with the husband, so you have to do that. I will advise the husbands, try to provide the, a privacy for the wives. But in India it is a little bit difficult, so you cope up with the situation. Sometimes you cannot implement whatever is 100% perfect because we are living. So that is the problem, one of the problems that we will teach in the manhaj. Right now we are living in this day and want that the scholar should be like Umar Rajallah. A scholar, they are not perfect people, not good people. So when their matter comes, we are living right now for the long time situation problem in the dunya. We cannot live without the ban and without these things. But the scholar, you should be like Umar. Huh? So, isn't it? So there is a Islamic environment is there that we cannot implement here. If you ask in the Islam there is no compulsory for a wife to serve in-laws. But it is compulsory for husband. So what I say, my sister, generally, see, it is not compulsory upon you. And it is not compulsory upon your husband to give you whatever he is giving right now. So what he has to do, he has to work only part-time. Because the parents are more important than job. So he has to do 3-hour job, 4-hour job. whatever he gets 5,000 rupees, you live the life in that 5,000 rupees. And another 8 hours he has to serve the parents. Are you ready for that? He will not provide you good housing to, 2 bedroom. Instead of 2 bedroom, 1 room. You live because that's what he can afford. But it is compulsory for him to serve the parents. Isn't it, brother? So are you ready for that? No. You want a good life, good money, IT engineer, always busy, doing 1 lakh, 2 lakhs monthly. You want that, isn't it? So who has to serve the parents then? Tell me. So you are taking more than your rights. So you give your more than your rights. Give more than your rights. So that is why in India it is. I cannot say you don't have the rights. You have the rights unless balance is there. I have seen my Arab brothers. Arab brothers is Arabs. Because they got job, position, that and this, and they were transferred from Jeddah to Riyadh. They say, I have the parents, I cannot. They resign the job. Finish. Instead of 1 lakh, 5,000 they are doing. And they are happy because they are with the parents. And why? Divorce. And the divorce is very easy for them.
Easy.
Easy. Because it is a contract. They are very easy. And for wife also. Yeah, she said that, no, she does not ask Kula. She wants to marry. She said, tell me, give me divorce. So anyway, did you understand? It is not compulsory as a fact, but it is not compulsory on the husband to spend and your children should go to the private school, they should go to the government school. Are you ready for that? So if you are ready for that, then we will say the husband will provide the private school. Privacy to your wife a separate house. Huh? So see here, balance should be there. That is the Mufti's job. You ask this question to Asim al-Hakim and that and this, they give the answer which was not suitable in India at all. But they don't know this thing. Isn't it? And also one thing else, it is allowed for him second wife. Whether you serve the in-laws, otherwise they will advise him to get second marriage. And that girl may be a widow, maybe poor, and before the marriage we will put a condition. See here, I am getting married to you, only take care of my parents because my first wife is not ready. So I will advise them. Are you ready for that? Be careful. You can't cheat a share. They say easily because we work in the fatwa center. The men gain knowledge. Anyway, perfectness is somewhere, practical thing is somewhere. So when the practical matters come, perfectness is to get the benefit, to avoid the harms. When it is not possible, in the practical things, we have to do those things that is beneficial. Whether it is right or not, that is not the matter. It is the matter of beneficial. Because Islam wants that you do the goodness and avoid the harmful things, disadvantages. So in this time, this is the way that you cope up with the life, and you people should not burden a lot. And the same thing that you should not demand a lot. Whatever you are getting is more than what you should get it. The men gain knowledge from scholars directly. How are women supposed to gain knowledge after getting married? See here, men are getting, means whether they are fulfilling your rights or not, they are providing you housing, clothes, food, education for your children, all these things, they are doing or not? Isn't it? They are doing. So, gaining the knowledge after fulfilling their rights. If they are gaining the knowledge and not fulfilling the rights of their wife, then we don't allow them in our circles. We say, get out. First job is to take care of the responsibilities. Then you finish it, then come to learn. Isn't it? So similarly, you fulfill your job. Take care of the husband and the children and the wife and how all these things. If you get the time, take the permission from the husband and come here. Or online, whatever it is, the facilities. But what you want to say right now? You want to say that you want to be free, don't do any job, only learning knowledge and all the expenditure from the husband. Oh, mashallah. It is not the way. You have some responsibilities. Fulfill it. If you have the time, then you learn the knowledge. It is true for him, true for you, true for me also. I am not always learning and teaching. I have my wife, I have my children, all responsibilities. Isn't it? Is it clear? Is joint family allowed? Good. Girls, all the questions are from the wives. Is joint family allowed in Islam? If yes, Many things is not allowed in Islam, but we are in the situation that we have to cope up with it without any problems. We cannot implement the rulings of Muhammad and Abu Bakr and things right now in the society right now. We cannot implement it. Can we do that? No. So that is why do whatever it is practical and useful, not harmful. Is joint family allowed in Islam? If yes, then how can the married girl hijab herself always from her brothers-in-law who are non-mahram to her? Yes, hijab is many times. Hijab inside the house, hijab outside the house. Hijab when you are working in your field, hijab when you are in the marketplaces. So, brother-in-laws, wear the loose clothes, cover your head, don't see them, let them to, learn this culture, that they neglect, ignore, lower their gaze, don't meet, that is okay. But going from your room to the kitchen and they are sitting there, so let them, the husband's responsibility, the family responsibility to treat them, that is, they are not like brother and sister, they are different. So that culture should be developed until we implement complete Islam and we get married, we live in a separate house without the in-laws. Till this time, this is the way.
Question here is different. So they consider the brother's wife as part of the family? And
No. Part of the family, no. We have to try to tell them that there is no.
I don't understand.
We have to teach them, the society. We are living in a lot of problems. So one of the problems is this is, so we have to teach them that the brother's family is separate or alien for us. We have to maintain the distance.
But can the girl educate on these aspects?
Girl can't do that because the harms of that is more than the benefits. So boy should educate them. Or the society should educate them.
Yeah, through the world.
Yeah, through the boy. Society should educate them. We have to educate them. The wife can't do that. It is difficult for her. Indian culture. Can children, boy or girl, sleep with their parents after maturity? Sleeping means in the night, deep sleep, no. Sitting down, but sometimes, lying casual with the father, with the mother, talking to them for 5-10 minutes, 1 hour discussions, that's okay. Sleeping in the night, no. When they feel the deep sleep unconscious, because maybe they dream they are getting married, they are with the girlfriend, while they are in the bed with the mother. So that is the problem. And Satan is there. The bad dreams is from the Satan. It is in the hadith. You understand? It is easy and it is normal. Satan is there. I am talking about perhaps people, not about you. So we are living in a society. So suppose she is sleeping, dreaming, or getting married, this, while brother or father is with her. It's a problem, isn't it? That is why it is not allowed in Islam. गैर मुस्लिम औरतें बच्चों को दुआ दम करने के लिए मस्जिद के बाहर गेट पर खड़े रहते हैं, दुआ पढ़कर दम कर सकते हैं क्या? Good, mashallah. After a long time, we will do my mother tongue. Enjoy. So, non-Muslim women who comes at the doors of the masjid, so we can, make the ruqyah, recite the Quran to cure them. Yes. Not non-Muslims. You have to do the good with any creature in the world, even the dog, even the cat, the person, the prostitute woman gave the water to a assisted dog in Sahih Bukhari, then Allah forgive her and let her to enter the paradise. So this is the dog. So this is the human being. And we make dua always. I try, even whatever it is, responsibilities I have. When I see someone near the masjid, I feel that it is a job, that they came here to believing that Muslims or the masjid or the Quran has some benefit. So that is, so I make dua for them, always, a long dua. Then in that dua include, oh Allah, guide them to the Islam, to the truth also, that you have to do that. Whether it is the masjid or not, even if you go to their houses and make the dua. Yeah, that is about the question, brother. क्या रसूलुल्लाह सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम ख्वाब में आते हैं तो हम उनको कैसे पहचानते हैं? The Prophet सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम comes in the dream, yes. But the description is there in the hadith. If 100% description is implemented, what you have seen in your dream, then he is a prophet. You have seen a person with a black color, he is not a prophet. Prophet's color was not black. So Satan comes in another form and he says that I am a prophet. But he cannot come in the real form of the Prophet. That is in the hadith. So he can come in your father's form, in the mother's form, that and this, he can deceive you. That's okay. But for somebody have seen a very beautiful, smart, that and this person with a coat and pant, and I am prophet. So prophet did not wear the coat and pant. So description is there in the Bukhari and the Muslim. Or we have seen him without beard or the same beard. Prophet was not there. So whatever it is mentioned in the hadith, if you have seen in the same description with the same description, that you have seen the Prophet ﷺ, and it is the blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So little bit very thin writing, somebody should read you that stuff. Why did Bilal Phillips study PhD theology in Wales University, non-Muslim? Is that correct to seek knowledge from non-Islamic sources? PhD, you don't know what is the PhD. PhD is not seeking the knowledge. Sometimes people call me to do the PhD in some universities, the HODs. I said, I don't do in the under you. No, we want that only you get the PhD. So I said, no, for that. And they know that I am more knowledgeable or powerful than them in their field. But why? They wanted to give me official degree. So PhD is, sometimes it is a valuable degree. Because you have the knowledge, sometimes university itself value you to give that PhD. So that is why Abdul Kalam and these people, they used to have 30 PhDs. Because they valued it. Sometimes it is official thing that you have to, work some book and you get the PhD. So it is not seeking the knowledge at all. So he got in Wales, why he should be asked. I did not ask him, though I was with him years. Personal things, maybe I have to ask. He got the PhD, finished. He did not get the knowledge. Even if he get the knowledge there, he did not say something wrong. So why we have to bother about some personal and deep matters? So wherever we can get the degree, anywhere in the world. So okay, time is over. So let us. What is why always problem?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Please explain zakat categories or provide a website to refer. Number 2, authentic website.
One. Surah At-Tawbah, verse number 60. إنما الصدقات للفقراء poor والمساكين needy والعاملين collector of the zakah and Islamic government والمؤلفة قلوبهم to incline those people towards Islam, for new Muslims, وفي ذقاء slaves to free the slave والغارمين indebted people. Indebted means they took the debt for their necessity, not for the business. والغارمين وفي سبيل الله, and for the jihad, for the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وابن السبيل, a traveler who has lost his, he is in need of the money. These are the 8 categories.
Authentic website that can be referred to understand on percentage to calculate zakat on different things like property, vehicle, more than one, etc.
You go for islamweb.net, where I have worked for 10 years. www.islamweb.net. islamweb.net. An authentic one, inshallah. So inshallah, there are other questions, inshallah, we'll deal it after the break. Subhanakallah wa bihamdika, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta.
الله ربنا هو الإله له من الأسماء ما اصطفاه الواحد الحي كذا المليك والملك المالك لا شريك الله ربنا هو الإله له من الأسماء ما اصطفاه